Don't get dumb. Yeah. Alright, here we go once again. Back for more. Certification just ice. My man tries providing a funky sound for your listening pleasure. To rock it on till the break of dawn. L down to the AM. Book my man DMX. The original and human beatbox. Yo, change the pace.
This man is Just Ice.
Peace.
You know what I mean? Peace, brother. How you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad you came onto the show to represent and give me this opportunity, man. You know, you was the first of New York rappers to embrace gangster rap and instantly gain notoriety. Now, you came out with the mean look, but you husky, you know what I mean, full of gold teeth. What was the rappers, or kind of intimidated by you when you first stepped out?
To be honest, man, I ain't really give a fuck about none of that shit, man, because I'm an MC.
Yeah.
I came up as an MC, not a rapper.
Okay.
See, so what everybody else was doing, go ahead. I don't give a fuck. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
That's how I felt about it. I mean, nobody was really talking gangster hip hop like I was talking. Nobody. And I'm talking about before NWA. I can't say before Ice Cube because I can't say before Ice-T because Ice-T was rhyming before me, but he wasn't talking nothing gangster.
Okay.
And when Snoop came out doing their little LA gangster thing, I was already out here in New York laying shit down.
Okay. That's where's it at? Yeah.
I put that out, you know what I mean? So it's like what I did from the heart, I did from experience.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk about nothing I didn't do. I don't talk about what I seen other motherfuckers do.
Yeah.
All I talk about is what I did and how I live, and that's that.
That's what's it at, man. And can you take me back a little bit of how you got started? How did you get put on to rap?
You mean to MCing?
To MC, and let me get that straight. How do you get put on to MC?
Through Melly Mel, because when I was like in fourth or fifth grade, I used to listen to cassettes.
Mm-hmm.
Grandmaster Flash. We used to get cassettes up in Castle Hill. Grandmaster Flash, and Melly Mel just rhymed different than everybody else at that time, and that inspired me to write because when I was down with the Soundmasters crew, we were all DJs at first, like a whole bunch of DJs. Whole bunch of MCs, but it was more DJs than MCs. So I'm like, if I become an MC, I can grab the mic,
That's right. So
I started writing rhymes, and after my man Glenn wrote my first rhyme for me, and I was like about I had to be like about 10 or 11. He wrote my first rhyme for me, and after that, she just took off.
Wow, and that's how everything kicked off for you, right?
Yeah, as far as writing rhymes, and because I was rhyming back in 1970.
Yeah, you took it back.
78, 70. I think I started rhyming in 77. That's when I first started doing it. I really sucked. Okay. I used to bite everybody's rhymes.
Okay. I guess that's how everybody started out. Still more verses.
Yeah, and then back when 78 came, I started doing my own shit. And that's when I got locked up from 78 to 79. That's when I was locked up, I used to do a lot of writing and shit. You know what I mean?
Wow. So you was basically almost like a juvenile, right, at that time? At 78?
What, a juvenile delinquent or a juvenile?
well, like 18, 19. I mean, I'm just guessing.
18, 19. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about, but I was talking about with Ramen. I was like about 12 years old.
Well, okay. But then you said you went to jail for 1 year though.
No, I said I got locked up when I was 12.
12. Oh wow. See, I said juvenile. Okay. Wow, man.
I was 12 I got locked up when I was 12 for 18 months.
Oh wow.
When I was locked up, I was doing a lot of writing also. Wow. You know what I'm saying? And it's like all I did was write. All I did was write. I mean, right now all I do is write.
Oh, okay. So you still writing heat. You know what I mean?
The record me and Mantronix just put out, I mean, that's new. I don't know if you got it yet.
No, listen. Let me save that. That's coming. That's coming up. But what I want you to take me back to the debut album, back to the old school. Now,
Okay.
the Mantronic actually do production on the whole album.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
because I don't know if it's on the album, but on the 12-inch of Latoya,
Latoya, yeah.
put that record back on, is on one side. Then it's Latoya.
Don't fear me, you just hear me. What's the matter with you? You're looking dreary. Slick raptor, you're running loose. Just pull out my 9 and I fire down more smoke. Look at you stiff like you're frozen. Cause while you were choosing, you were being chosen. So don't fret because I'm willing to bet that no guy can told you off like this yet. I'm tired, so I'm leaving. Stop pulling on me and please stop screaming. She looked at me with tears in her eyes. She said, "Is this really goodbye?" I said, "I'm leaving on the next plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you never let me go."
Latoya. On the other side, it's the instrumental of Put That Record Back On, and This Girl's a Slut.
Okay.
If you look on the credits of that shit, it might say Mantronix and it might not. It might say Biggie Rat and Itchy Brother.
Okay.
That's Mantronix and Sam Sever.
Mantronic and Sam Sever.
That's Mantronix and Sam Sever. Sam Sever used to do production with Mantronic.
Okay, wow. Because I see Mantronic. You deal with them a lot, man. Mantronics, man.
Yeah, me and Kurtis, we talk like not every day,
sure.
but like every other day still.
Wow. And also, can you tell me about Ben? I think it's Ben Hammond or Ben DMX.
Oh, Benjamin, my man.
Benjamin. Yeah.
The only reason why I call him that, I think I'm the only one who calls him that.
Yeah.
Because his real name is Benjamin.
Oh, Benjamin. You call him Benjamin.
I call him your Benjamin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's my man. Me and him talk. Last time I talked to Ben last week.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to Ben last week because he just got his passport situation straight.
Okay.
Because every year we go overseas to a thing called Urban Matters.
Okay.
And we rock it. This year it was Schoolie D, Drez from Black Sheep, and J. Rue the Damager.
Wow.
And they was expecting me to come because Drez was like, only reason why I'm going just is because you coming. But then I don't know, something with the money situation, and Ben didn't have his passport, and Mantronix had immigration coming out of Africa, immigration problems coming out of Africa. Mm-hmm. We didn't show up.
Okay.
But next year is guaranteed that we'll be there. So that's to my man Benjamin.
Yeah, Benjamin.
My man DMX.
Okay, so that's what it is. So was he also doing the beatbox, or that was you doing the beatbox on Latoya?
Nah, that's Ben. That's DMX.
Ben DMX was doing all the beatbox on Latoya.
Yeah, that's his name. Wow. His name. He got his name from Biz Markie.
Oh wow.
Him and Biz Markie used to live down at the welfare hotel down in Brooklyn on Aston. It's not there anymore. So that shit been torn down. Okay. But that's when they was both living there, and they was like homeless.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Their families lived there, and him and Biz used to always go at it with the beatbox. And that's when Biz Markie gave him his name, DMX, the human DMX.
Wow. So okay,
because the original DMX is a machine, and that was used by Davey DMX.
Davey DMX. Okay.
Davey DMX is the original DMX. They call his name is Davey, and he used to DMX. He used to fuck it up. I mean, he used to fuck it up. I've been to when I was a kid, I went to a lot of Davey DMX shows.
Is that song Davey D? You're all the best. Rock.
That's Davey DMX. So that's one of the records that he made. To this day, if you put that on the right sound system, you're moving.
You're moving, exactly. It's still about everybody's song from the golden era from those years. If you put them on to like they play it in Philly all the time, Lady B always play it. The song still be banging and rocking to this day. Yes, Latoya, going way back.
Yo, just kick me one more verse, please. Let's rest, so I can take a breath, cause I'm bearing the truth and nothing less. No disrespect intended, but I have to show you. If I didn't say your name, that means I did not know you. To know you to the point, to make it clear. If I don't say your name, that means you was not there. It's true. I'm from the old school. I'm the professor, and they are my pupils. I teach and never preach. Not a bloodsucker, parasite, or a leech. I'm telling you how it was or is. The Bronx is the home for the hip hop kids a long time ago.
when I was raising hell with the nappy head affair at the age of 12. I saw and heard crews that rock.
Are you still doing shows, man?
Off and on, because I feel like the promoters here in the United States, they cheap as a motherfucker.
Okay.
They cheap. They cheap, and they're straight up cheap. They give you $3,500. They want a $6,000 show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some of them,
and also some of the venues and some of the get-togethers. I mean, it's not the same because I prefer to perform overseas.
Because it's more money.
It's more. Oh hell yeah! Because we get paid in euros. Sometimes I try to get paid in pounds. I don't take no American money over there.
Okay.
And not only that, it's like the vibe is different over there with the crowds. You can. It's almost a guarantee. It could be like 3,000, 4,000 people. It gonna be one problem.
Wow.
And it could be one problem because everybody's there to enjoy the party, enjoy the stage show. You know what I mean? Not soon as somebody step on your toe, they want to pull out and clap a nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, I don't mind doing shows here in certain places in America, but my preference is overseas.
So did you ever turn down any shows that was, handed to you? Did you turn them down?
Well, I turned down a whole lot of shows in my life.
Yeah.
I turned down a whole lot of shows, not because, I mean, sometimes I just didn't feel like performing.
Okay.
I remember one time in my life I was performing 3 times a week, and this was like for like 18 months when I first got down with Carol Lewis and Norby Walters.
Wow. Okay.
Them niggas, they had me working. I mean, they got to the point where I went to the new music seminar and my voice was sore and I still had to rhyme.
Still went up there and did your thing.
My voice was sore as hell.
Wow, man. Now, I don't know how old this song is I'm getting ready to talk about, but it's a banger. It's called Blah 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 with KRS-One.
All I hear is blah bitty blah blah. Rappers rapping about blah bitty blah blah. The news is blah blah blah. Who's the new blah blah? She's the new blah blah. Going out with blah blah. Now blah blah. Read about the latest blah blah. Some blah blah ripped off another blah blah. Blah 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 on 500 channels. Nothing to watch but blah blah or wild animals. Blah 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 blah. It's never fading, yo. Blah 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 blah. It's on the radio. Blah blah don't care cause blah blah getting cash. But what blah blah don't know is that blah blah won't last.
Right.
Listen, man, when did that song come out? I was trying to find a year.
Oh, man, me and Chris did that. If this is 2022, we must have did that in 16.
That's how long that sounds like something you just put out.
15 to 16, something like that. Yeah. But we put Blah, Blah, Blah out. We put Memories out. We put There It Is. We put Politics. And it was one more. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's Blah 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 is dope, man.
Thank you.
How close? You're welcome. How close are you and KRS-One, man?
We went our separate ways. I mean, we still talk if we talk, but it's not like we hang out on shit like that. None of that talking every day. We don't, when people grow up, they go their separate ways. I mean, the love is still there and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you just go your separate ways, man.
We go our separate ways. If we got to talk, we talk. He got my number, I got his. So
Yeah. Well, it's all good, man. And I also want to talk about how did that come together with Self-Destruction? It was a bunch of real live MCs. How did that happen, man?
We all agreed tonight, all of the speakers have agreed that America has a very serious problem. Not only does America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious problem. America's problem is self-destruction. Yeah, it was self-destruction. Self-destruction. Yeah, it was self-destruction.
My name is Just Ice, a man, not a prankster. I was known as the gangster, but believe me, that is no fun. The time is now to unite everyone. You don't have to be soft to be for peace. Robbing and killing and murdering is the least. You don't have to be chained by the beast. But party people, it's time I release.
Oh gosh, how did Self-Destruction come about? As a matter of fact, it was one night me and Chris were in the studio at Power Play. We were in Power Play Studios in Long Island City. And at that time, Chris was signed to Jive Records, I know Barry Weiss owned the label, but I know Ann, I don't know what position Ann Carly had, but she was executive at that label. And she was there that night, and I didn't understand why. Then after me and Chris did our thing, all the MCs started coming. I was like wondering why everybody was coming in. They was coming to discuss the making of Self-Destruction.
Okay.
They was coming to see because they knew Chris was going to be there that night. So they came in there, and Chris was like, Just got to get on the record. And Ann was like, nah, we don't want Just Ice on the record because he's a little too hard and this, that, and the third. And then Dougie Fresh stepped to her and said, well, if you're not letting Just Ice on the record, I'm not getting on the record.
Oh, okay. That was dope.
Then after he said that, Heavy D was like, well, if Just and Dougie not getting on the record, I'm out of here. I'm not getting.
Wow. Everybody came together, man.
Everybody came together, and Ann was like, okay, I guess she'll get on the record. And that's how I got on the record.
Wow.
And they was all like, Justice, just tone it down.
Wow. Yeah, because you was hard, man.
Yeah, so I toned it down a lot. I toned that shit down a lot.
Now, when I think about your music, I think about, like I said, I'm going way back. I'm going to even an album that I was just listening to, Cool and Deadly. Then you have Cool and Deadly, and then Desolate. Is it Desolate or Desolate?
The Desolate One.
Now they say you was too hard. Like, how do you describe the music that you make? Because when I listen to that, and then you go back to LaToya, then you have a song called Love. Oh, I forgot the name of that.
Love Story.
Love Story. How do you describe the music that you make?
It's different because one thing you got to understand, they can say anything they want about the music. It's hard, it's this, that, and that. Only I know what's coming out. Only I know what's coming out. If Love Story felt like coming out of me that day, it came out that day. If LaToya felt like being written that day, LaToya was that day. Okay. I don't go by what the people say about, oh, he's hard, he's this, that, and that. Shut the fuck up. Just enjoy the music.
That's right. And you also said you write, and you got a lot of, so I'm guessing you have a lot of songs, from writing.
Yeah, I have a lot of lyrics written up. Yeah, I could put some lyrics together and have Kurtis send me some music and have another banger.
Wow.
It's just like that.
It's just that easy.
It's simple. That's all. I like to read. I like to write. I like to watch animal documentaries and shit like that. Know what I mean? It's not all about, see, where how can I put this? I moved from where I was. Now I'm somewhere new.
Okay.
So shit is more relaxing now.
Okay.
See, back over there, you had to be on your P's and Q's, walk down the street, one hand on your gun, the other hand free to hit a nigga. Yeah. See, where I'm at now, you got to go through that bullshit. So it's not like it's a different mentality. It's a different, how can I say? It's not a different mentality because my mentality is always like elevated, reach the top floor.
It's a different way you handle things.
Yeah, because sometimes elevator reach the top floor, doors don't open. I know that. That's how it is sometimes. But it's a little bit more relaxing. So it's like when I write, it just comes out the way it comes out.
Okay.
And my voice is the way my voice is. I can't change that shit. So the way I express that shit on a record, it's gonna come out hard.
Okay.
But sensible.
Wow. Well, I would say you was hard back then. Back in I call it the golden eras. Did you ever have any beef with anybody back then on the record?
Nope. Cool with everybody.
Cool with everybody.
Cool with every motherfucking body. My shit is, I'm like, it's like that right now to this day. My shit is so fucking deep. Two motherfuckers could be there, whoever it is, beefing with each other. If I come and I'm cool with this one, I'm cool with this one, that beef is put on hold.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with everybody. It was never no threatening, intimidation. It's just a matter of fucking respect. You grab that mic, you spit, you live what you saying. Don't be copycatting what the fuck you heard.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Run up on each other. Everything is love, man.
That's where's it at, man. That's what's it at. And I'm going back to this writing thing. I know you're getting ready to drop something. Would you collaborate with anybody once you drop these new songs, a new album? Anybody from the day?
It depends on who it is.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
just can't rhyme with anybody. Even though people rhyme good in their own ways, all rhymes don't match with each other. You know what I'm saying? It's a chemistry. It has to be a good chemistry.
Okay. Okay. And what is your take about the music today? What do you think about this music?
I mean, if you think about the evolution of hip hop, it's good.
Okay.
Because you can't expect music from 10 years ago to be banging today.
Today, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's memorable and you understand, I mean, you know it's there, but you always expect something new, something more, evolve. No matter how it might come out, whoever's saying it, if it's new and it's considered hip hop and it's underground, not just hip hop, underground. It got to be banging. Pardon me. It got to be banging.
Okay.
As long as it's banging, it's cool with me.
So where do you think the future of the music industry lies?
Which industry, hip hop or R&B?
You're right. Let's say hip hop.
Hip hop is going. Hip hop is young, man. Hip hop is young. It's still growing. Hip hop is still growing. I mean, and now it's like we have computers, and it started with a break beat in the middle of a record or the beginning of a record, and a person grabbing the mic. Then we went into the studios with the computers and the SP12s and the SP1200s and started mimicking those beats or sampling those beats. Now you have computers and shit doing crazy shit. Sound like me, and my man Chuck, chill out in Red Alert. We call this shit space music. Yo, you don't know what the fuck you go hear next.
I know, man.
You go hear next. But people enjoy that shit, so that's what it's about. As long as the people enjoy it, that's what it's about.
Wow, man, dude, I know you still have fans out there. They love Just Ice, because when I told them I'm doing an interview, they was like, man, I can't wait to see that joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How well do you respond to your fans that come into your DM or either send you an email? How well?
I'm not a social media person.
Okay, savvy. You're not really.
You know what I'm saying? I might look at only reason why I got Instagram is because I was doing an interview with somebody. I think it was All Star Hip Hop, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And the web was connected to Instagram, and he gave me a free Instagram. It was something like that. I would never get that shit.
Okay.
I would never get it. You know what I'm saying? I have a Facebook page. I don't even go on that shit.
Okay.
My name ain't even Just Ice on the Facebook page.
Wow, so you don't even really care about the social media stuff.
I don't give a fuck about that shit, man.
I thought you had somebody working your joint for you, like running it for you, man.
Nah, man. I'm like this here. I don't need nobody in my motherfucking business.
Okay, I hear that.
Nobody, especially the world.
Okay, I hear that, man. And yeah, did your writing change at all in all these years? I know back then you was, but this time did you kind of like, I'm gonna say loosen up?
Have you listened to Get Your Drink On, Get Your Freak On? I
didn't listen to that, but I listen. I scrolled.
Okay, ask me that question after you listen to it.
Okay.
Because it ain't what you think.
Okay. Get your freak on.
Get your drink on. Get your drink on.
Okay.
It's even on YouTube. That shit's on YouTube.
Oh, I got you. So it's not what I think.
Well, no, it ain't what you think.
Wow.
It ain't what you think.
Wow. So you got to tell me about your favorite album, man. Who was your favorite album back then? When y'all was out. Who did you listen to a lot? When y'all was out doing that self-destruction thing, and what album were you checking out a lot?
A lot of Tiger.
Okay.
A lot of Tiger. I mean, because back then Tiger was banging. Tiger was banging. You had Admiral Bailey, you had Ninja Man, you had Flower One, you had Daddy Lizard, you had Red Dragon, you had Sanchez Singer, you had Wayne Wonder singing, you had Pinches, you had Frankie Paul singing, you had fucking D Brown singing, you had Freddie McGregor, but they wasn't doing it like that.
Not okay. They wasn't doing it like that, huh?
Tiger came and stepped it up a level. He stepped it up a level. And if you listen to Tiger's first two albums, you'll understand the energy, straight up energy, especially when you see him on stage. Energy. Straight up energy.
Okay. And out of your songs, out of your albums that you came out with, which one do you like the most, and do you still listen to them to this day?
None.
Wow, that's the first time I heard that, man. None.
I cannot stand listening to myself because I find I listen. I know all the mistakes that were made.
Oh, okay.
I know every mistake. I know every punch in. I know on every song that I ever made. I know every mistake, and it sounds perfectly normal to everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
But when I listen to it, I hear
The mistakes you made.
Yeah, I don't listen to me. I mean, I listen to me when I gotta practice. But when I want to start warming up for a show, like about 2 or 3 weeks in advance, I'll start playing some of my stuff so I can listen to it and get back in tune with it. But on a regular basis, all I play is yard music, man.
Oh wow.
All I play is straight up yard music. I might want to play some Kid Capri every 2 to 6 months. Once every 2 to 6 months, I might play some Kid Capri.
Yeah.
But my shit is yard music.
Okay. All right. Wow. All right. So you ain't never mentioned. You ain't mentioned no hip hop or no yard music. So yard music, it does sound like Jamaican a little bit or no?
Yeah, that is Jamaican music. That's where the hip hop shit came from.
What's next for you, and in the industry? What's next for you?
Well, like I said, me and Mantronix just put this new one out called "Get Your Drink On, Get Your Freak On." Getting good responses. Not a lot of streaming. Getting a lot of streaming back. And after we see the results from that, we're going to start performing it. I don't know if it's going to be here in America or overseas, but it's going to be performed. And then we start writing. I'm not trying to do no album or nothing like that. We will take this shit one step, one song at a time, maybe a little small EP or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But that's how we gonna do it. We gonna see. So far, so good with Get Your Drink On, Get Your Freak On. Nice response we getting. So we gonna see how that take off, and then we gonna take it from there.
Get your drink on, get your freak on. That's what I'm talking about, man. And okay, that's great. You got the 2 songs banging on YouTube. Get your freak on, get your drink on. You know what I mean?
Get your drink
Get your drink on,
get your freak on.
Get your drink on, get your freak on. You know what I mean?
When you hear it, you're gonna be like, all right, cool. I already know.
Now, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna definitely check it out, and I'm gonna send you a message to tell you what I think too. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm waiting.
Now, as far as streaming, right?
Yeah.
Now, what I'm hearing, I don't care. You got to stream about maybe 3 million, I think. I don't know, but you think there's another way you can do your music besides that? Because they say they give out pennies when you get like millions of streams. Is it worth it putting your music through that?
I figure like this here, man. You roll with the punches. That's not the only way. Streaming is one thing, but it also can generate shows
off of streaming.
Yeah, people get your record, they want to see you live.
Yeah.
Promoters want to see you live, and they know they can make money off it, especially if you have a name. So it's not just all about the money you're getting from the streaming, it's also about the publicity that you're getting.
Okay, so that's definitely a winner right there.
Because you can't. Me personally, I'm not trying to live off that shit. Fuck that. Got a job. Nah. You know what I'm saying? But as far as getting publicity,
yeah,
being known again, and putting your name out there, because right now all these little young cats and who's running these streaming services and Sony and all these other places, they young, they want to see the streams. See, it's not all about the money.
That's right. And this is another one that I like to ask people. Even if, let's just say, if they was still doing the verses, who would you pick to go up against in the verses?
Dogs, I never liked them shits.
Never. You're not the first one that said that.
I got no comment on that shit. Fuck them verses. Shit was stupid. That was a stupid idea.
Yeah. You're not the first one that said that. A lot of people was like, man, they're flagging it.
Fuck.
Well, viewers, we have the iconic, legendary man, Just Ice. Hey, Just man, can you give the people your handle on how to like send you a, just check out your music or
Well, I mean, you can check it out. Get your drink on, get your freak on. It's on YouTube, Spotify, all those other streaming services. Because I really don't know all of them. I know. I think it's Amazon. Is Amazon one of them? I don't even know.
No, not Amazon. It's
I don't know.
Spotify, yeah, and
Spotify,
YouTube,
Apple Music,
Apple Music, yeah.
I'm on all that shit. Get your drink on, get your freak on. Just Ice and Mantronic. I'm pretty sure you like it.
That's where's it at. And if you have a message, just give one message to the newcomers out here now that's rapping. What would it be? Just something positive for them.
Be real. Be yourself. Don't talk about shit you ain't did. If you ain't do it, don't talk about it.
That's right. There you go, man. Just Ice, I thank you so much for this, man, for this interview, man.
No problem, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you came, you delivered.
What's the name of your broadcast? I'm trying to see at the bottom.
Yeah, A Vision Media Broadcast.
A Vision. Okay, go. I'm like, yo, that shit is so small. Yeah. Peace. This is Just Ice watching A Vision Media Cast. Hanging out, know what I'm saying? Keeping it real. Listen to the stories. Listen to the new Just Ice. Get your drink on. Get your freak on. Just Ice and Mantronix. I'm out, y'all.